How y'all doing? Good morning, spiritual family. It's your boy Shark Out of Water here again with a new video. I pray whoever is seeing this and whenever you see this that you're doing good, that you're blessed. I pray that you're seeking a relationship with God every single day and reading the scripture every single day. So that's the only way we're gonna make it. Okay. Thank you to the new subscribers once again. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the comments. Appreciate those who are supporting me, and I really pray that God is blessing you just continuously without ceasing for the remainder of the year and then on, actually. But y'all bear with me, I'm driving to work. But today I want to talk about something I actually been thinking about talking about for a minute. I had a conversation with someone yesterday, and they basically explained that, people are out here still lusting over other people when they're in relationships. And that can look like, flirting, still, fangirling or fanboying over other people's Instagram profiles, Facebook profiles, just all types of nonsense. Today's message is about watering your own garden. Watering your own garden. Now, what that means is, now you have a garden, say in the back of your house, right? You take care of it, you clean up, you water it, you trim it, make sure it's looking nice, right? Because that's your garden. Next thing you know, one of your neighbors a few houses over has their own garden too. And they're using premium stuff. I'm talking about premium seeds, the best type of lawn care, I don't know, all types of stuff that they would use in lawns and gardens to make them look real flashy and stuff, like they're top shelf. You look down the street and you see their garden compared to yours, and you start feeling jealous, right? You start feeling a little envious, like, dang, I wish I could afford that, or their garden is so much better than mine. Their plants look so much healthier and vibrant, so on and so forth, right? The same concept applies to, either your marriage or, your relationship. Don't compare your garden to someone else's garden. Don't seek greener grass. You got to water yours, because wherever you put your feet, it should be green. Don't think that you lack anything or your partner's lack anything, because as soon as you start looking, you will find it. As soon as you start comparing, you will unfortunately start to manifest that in your relationship. I feel like no matter what, you have to be honest with yourself before getting into any serious commitment, whether it be marriage or relational, and be like, is this person my type? Is this person good for me in the long run? Are we compatible? Do we have chemistry? Do we have the same goals in life? Are we equally yoked? Especially, for the Christian folk, which I hope are watching this video. You should be equally yoked with whoever you are with. Not being equally yoked, not being equally yoked, not understanding one another and not having a goal set, that's how you lead to just rejection and the downfall of your relationship. Like, for example, my girlfriend, she says one of her co-workers was kind of fangirling over a client that came in. I guess he was an attractive guy. He had attractive qualities, and was quote unquote her type. But mind you, this woman is married or supposed to be, right? You shouldn't have a type. Whoever you're married to should be your type. Whoever you're in a relationship should be your type. Like, why be in a relationship with someone and you don't find them attractive, or you're going to keep finding other men or other women attractive? That just shows that you're not content with what you have. You keep comparing someone down the street to who you have. You'll never be happy. Like J. Cole said, you'll never be happy until you love yours. Now, in the Bible it says, Jesus said that lust starts in the eyes. Once we start looking at something like we want it, we already committed adultery in our hearts. Just like if we have anger in our hearts, we already committed murder. We are murderers. So you can't even give that thought water. You can't water that thought and have yourself thinking like, oh, if only my partner had a bigger butt, or if they had X amount of money, or if he was this tall. Like, you cannot do that. Once you open that gate of comparison, that gate of just lack, that gate of just not being content with who you chose to be with, then that says a problem about you. Now, there are people out here that pride themselves on trying to ruin relationships. You got people that go around trying to take people's man. You got men trying to take people's women. That's been going on since the dawn of time. But ask yourself, how does that exactly happen? So my honest answer is two things. Two things are, you have a weak foundation, like you don't have that trust, that bond, that unbreakable, like nothing is getting in between us. Nobody is coming between us. I don't care how they look, what kind of money they got. We're not breaking up. We're not comparing. We're not abandoning what we're growing. You don't have that, and also you have a mindset of where you're just not content with anything. Like, you feel like it's always better somewhere down the road. Like, those are the two mindsets I feel like people have who go out and cheat. They don't want to work on their relationship. They don't want to talk about things. They don't want to express themselves and be open to change, be open to constructive criticism. There are a lot of things that go into just how people become unhappy in relationships and start seeking others. More times than not, when people do go through with that, when they leave their significant other for someone else, they find themselves unhappy still. And you shouldn't trust somebody who willingly and knowingly know you left your wife or your husband for them. Like, how would that make me feel good if I know you left someone you was seriously committed to for me? Like, what about when we have problems or we get married? Are you going to do the same thing to me? Are you just going to give up and find a guy that's, taller than me, got more money, whatever the case may be? Like, these are things that you got to seriously sit back and analyze before you have any type of major commitment. Preferably within the first or second year, you should be getting that out your brain. Like, all right, this is who I'm marrying. This is who I'm locking in with. I don't care what he or she don't got. I love them for who they are. I appreciate the things that they bring to my life. They don't have to look like a porn star. He doesn't have to be a 6'9" football player or something like that with a six-figure income. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have these things to be happy, because there's a lot of people who have these things are still not truly happy. You still got celebrities divorcing each other, cheating on each other, scandals, and they have all the money in the world, all the resources, all the endorsements, but they're still unhappy. Look at Tiger Woods. He had everything he wanted in life. He had a beautiful wife, beautiful kids. He's one of the greatest athletes to ever play golf, but yet he was still creeping around on his wife. He was still going out after every tour, touring more than just golf balls. He was looking at some other things. He was looking at them women. It all came to a head when his wife found out, and you know that story. She was chasing him with that golf club. That shows you like how lust can corrupt your mind into messing up something so pure, something so good. Like, now I wasn't in Tiger Woods' relationship or his marriage, but I can tell you this much: he's a famous and wealthy athlete. Like, what can you really be stressing about in there? What can't you afford? Like, you can go to therapy, go to marriage counseling, go on some trips or something, and reconnect with each other, rekindle that fire and that bond, so you don't seek nothing else. But that's really all I have to say, man. You have to be happy with who you're with, because if you're not, what's the point of it? What's the point of it all? If you're gonna sit there and fanboy and fangirl over other people, then why be in a relationship? Like, if I'm looking at my partner and I told her, like, hey, I'm attracted to thick, dark-skinned women from the South, and she's not dark-skinned nor from the South, that's going to make her feel insecure, or make her feel like I'm not really with her for the reasons she's thinking. Don't do that to people. That just creates unhealthy insecurities and resentment, and now you feeling insecure. Now you feeling like your partner really doesn't love you for you. You don't settle for that, because something my grandmother always told me: as soon as you go looking for other people's treasure and ignoring your own, somebody's going to look at your treasure like it's a one-on-one. Somebody's going to look at your wife or your husband like, wow, you're such a catch. Like, how's this person cheating on you? How's this person playing with you? Like, you are so smart. You're so handsome. You're so beautiful. You're talented, etc. Like, this person is a fool for cheating on you. And sometimes that's God's will. Sometimes somebody got to mess up for your husband or wife to come in, Sometimes you're with the wrong person, and you shouldn't be in a relationship because you didn't listen to God. You chose to look at your what is good for your flesh and not good for your longevity. I'd rather have somebody that's good for me in general, for my outlook of life and my expectations, than somebody who is just good to look at. A lot of people can be good to look at, but they are horrible people. You will never truly find peace with them. They just bring like a cancer to your life. You don't want that. So I say all this to say, water your own garden. Be content with who you are with. And if you're not content, either have a conversation to see, like, all right, what's lacking? Is it just a feeling, or is this something that we can't work on? Like, we have to separate. Like, you have to be real. You have to be real about that. Don't let people try to invalidate your feelings, because at the end of the day, we are who we are. You got to find somebody who is good for you and what you want out of life and what you've been through. Nobody is going to be perfect. No one is going to match all your needs, like, all down the line. There's going to be some places like, all right, we can work in this area. He or she doesn't have good communication. Let's work on that. Let's, maybe start watching YouTube videos about communication and really locking in. Like, let's go to couples therapy. Let's meet other couples who are married and have successful marriages. Let's see what they do. Let's get wise counsel from older people who've been married for much longer, and let's pick their brain. and see what we can incorporate in our relationship. Because you shouldn't just give up, man. If you chose to be together, whether it's marriage or a relationship, you shouldn't just give up easy and be on to the next one. Because what can you build with that? Like, it's going to be some flaw. You're always going to have arguments, whether it's big or small. Like, why not try to work it out, you know? So if you're seeing this, make sure you water in your own garden and stop looking at other gardens like that's the pinnacle. Don't look at other people's lives, marriages, wives, husbands, you know, celebrities, and try to idolize like, oh, if only I was with this type of man, or if I was with this type of woman, I would be happy. 10 times out of 10, you wouldn't. Because most likely, whoever you fangirl or fanboying on, they don't want you. And even if they did, they have so many options, they're going to play you, you know. They're going to not take you seriously and just treat you like a groupie. A lot of things, you know. There's so much can go on when you don't really date for love. You date for aesthetics or what that person can do for you. Like, that's not true love. That's not true love at all. So stop the comparisons. Be happy with who you are with and who you are. And somebody is not appreciating you or loving you the way you need to, have a conversation with them. See if you can get them to understand how you feel. And if not, then, you know, you can't sit there and beg somebody to change or force somebody to see how you look. Maybe you just need to date somebody else. Maybe you just need to be single and love on yourself, because loving yourself is the prerequisite of love. Because how can you truly love someone if you don't love yourself? How can you truly commit yourself if you don't commit? I mean, how can you truly commit yourself to someone or a relationship and you can't commit to your own ideals? If you can't be happy with your own company, happy with your own thoughts, your own mind, your strengths, how can you truly endorse somebody else and love someone if you can't even love the parts about yourself you're not comfortable with? Any insecurities you don't address and you don't work on, and you don't, you know, look yourself in the mirror and say, I am not my insecurities, they're going to manifest in your relationship one way or another. You're going to have relational issues because of the insecurities you can't address. They're going to manifest in so many different ways. Like, I had an ex that was very insecure about her appearance. She was an attractive woman. And she carried herself right, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it was her exes, maybe it was a friend or family member that put some stuff in her head when she was younger to make her feel like she was ugly. But no matter what I did, no matter how much life I spoke into her, told her she was beautiful every day with yada, 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 she just didn't believe it. She just didn't believe the words that were coming out of my mouth. So it started manifesting in attention-seeking behavior. Meaning, like, you know, wearing tight stuff or very flirty, very just over the top with it when it comes to her sexuality, because she felt like she had to compensate for her, she had to compensate for her imperfections, or so she thought. So that ended up ruining our relationship, because I couldn't get with that, because I viewed her as beautiful, you know, with sexy clothes on, baggy clothes, hair messed up, makeup on, no lipstick, no lipstick, all that. Like, I really appreciated her for her, but she couldn't appreciate herself. So after trying to talk and really feel her out and really help her out, it's just like, you can only do so much. You can't force somebody to love themselves. That's something they got to do. The only thing you can do is give them the tools to help them love themselves, like building them up, speaking words of encouragement to them, just introducing new ways to build their confidence, and most importantly, leaving all that insecurity and doubt and fear, leaving that and releasing it to God, because God did not give us a spirit of fear. Insecurity is fear, basically. So take that into account when you're dating. Make sure people love you for you. It's okay to have insecurities, but do not let them rule you. And just, date for love. Don't date for your flesh. Don't date because you think their sex is good. You think that they can do this in the bedroom, because once that trick is used and done, like, what's keeping you around this person? What's really tying you to this person outside of good sex or a big butt or a nice amount of money in their bank account, or they're tall? Like, they can't even lead you. If they can't inspire you to grow closer to God, try to build generational wealth with you, like, what is being tall gonna really do for you? You know what I'm saying? And this is somebody, I'm speaking as a tall man myself. I know it's more than just being tall. I know it's more than just being handsome. It's more than just being, a bank account or a credit card. You know what I'm saying? You're not a credit card. You're a person. But yeah, man, that's all I got to say, man. Hopefully somebody got something out of that. And I appreciate those who have been tapping in. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day, man. About to tap in, clock into this job, and knock out my hours and go home, man. But it's been your boy Shark Out of Water. I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace out, man. God bless.